What's up, ladies and germs? Thank you for stopping by the channel. Ugh, why am I yawning? Alright, so today we have Introvert produced by Domix. I hope I said that right. I probably did not. But, anywho, Introvert. This kind of caught my eye because I am, well, I'm not going to say I'm an extrovert. I'm probably right there in the middle. But it looks cool, so we are going to watch it. I like his
I believe having
edit.
a healthy mind to be a top priority, at least for myself. A healthy mind leads to a healthy life, and to be at peace with yourself is what I believe to be our goal during the limited time we have on this planet.
True.
But to achieve a healthy mind, you must first understand how your specific one works, and accepting that you may be different from others, which is 100% okay.
I'm so different.
I am an introvert, or at least I believe I fall somewhere in that category. Not to be confused with antisocial or be simplified as shyness, introversion can be misinterpreted by those who are unaware of it. And by no means am I an expert on this topic, I'm just hyper self-aware and this is what I know. To understand
Me too, I'm a
introversion
weirdo.
and its counterpart extroversion, you must see it as a result of what drains and recovers your energy. Introverts lose energy from being around people for long periods
What is
and
going
recharge
on?
their energy by spending time alone. Extroverts are the opposite, where they tire from being alone and recharge by being social.
Cabin fever.
It is
You gotta
very
get
rare to be
outside.
strictly one or the other. We all fall at different ranges on the spectrum. I enjoy being alone. Well, not all the time, but I have a lot of hobbies that can be done alone, and those times in solitude are a great way for me to reflect on myself and whatever current obstacles I'm trying to overcome.
Nothing wrong with that.
Whether it be relationship matters, career matters, ideas for new videos, do we have enough toilet paper? I enjoy just thinking about things. If you ever hang out with me and notice that I'm just staring blankly at your elbow, and you ask me, "Hey dude, what you thinking about?" and I reply, "Nothing," I probably mean I forgot. Because I've been so deep in mental isolation that I can't figure out how to verbalize my thoughts.
It's like a dream.
Why
You can't remember
do
it.
killer whales get the killer prefix when so many other sea animals are predators as well? Don't most fish kill and eat other fish below them in the food chain? Hey, fun fact. Killer whales aren't even whales. They're dolphins. Wanna know what the most dangerous fish is? The catfish. I mean, yes, I enjoy having company and being around others as well, but there are things about isolation that I just appreciate. Some of you might not understand the appeal because you may directly correlate seclusion with loneliness. If you are alone, you must be lonely, and being lonely is bad, therefore being alone
Sometimes
is
it's
bad.
just good to be by yourself.
Isn't necessarily true. You can be in a dense population and still feel lonely. Growing up, I found myself in all sorts of groups and situations where I felt lonely despite being surrounded by people. Physical loneliness versus mental loneliness. To be alone doesn't mean you are lonely. Loneliness is just a result of one's negative perception of being alone. But introverts flip that mindset and take on a positive perspective on it.
Hey yo, Dom, did you check out that party last night? Crazy, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's like,
it
yeah, I
was-
saw pictures of it.
It was wild. Wings. I prefer to do a lot of things alone. I grew up playing video games, and while many games are made for people to enjoy with others, I find great value in single-player games.
Zelda.
I have a habit of disappearing from the world for a few days, sometimes weeks, because I become so immersed in the world of the games I play. I find myself playing a lot of
Sounds
online
familiar.
games this way,
Just
where,
like
although
somebody
it's
I know.
encouraged to be played with others, I often choose to be a lone wolf and
Not me.
experience the game solo, while still appreciating the seldom interactions with other players. I value the freedom of being alone, not having to worry about others.
That's probably why most
myself.
online games were
As
created.
selfish as it sounds,
Because it's
the
cool to
only
play with
burdens
other
you can
people, but
bear
you don't
are
want them
only
next to
limited
you.
your own. A lot of online multiplayer games encourage teamwork and its necessity to overcome certain trials or enemies, but I find it very fulfilling to discover that solo players are able to achieve the same feats by themselves. There's nothing more thrilling than witnessing an underdog achieve what others believe they couldn't on their own. And taking a step back, I see this reflect how I act in the real world. I like venturing out and achieving things on my own. It helps me discover and understand things about what I can do and what I am incapable of doing or need improvement on. And those are lessons I could only learn by being my own teacher. My mind is at peace when things make sense, or at least when it's reasonable for things to be the way they are. They don't necessarily have to be beneficial, I just seek closure through rationality. Why do I have a surplus of chins? Because I have a declining metabolism and my eating and exercise habits are inconsistent due to my lack of self-discipline. I am at peace with it for now. Why do people leave mean comments on my videos? Well,
people
it might
suck.
be because they are damaged in some way and are using you as an outlet to project those insecurities, or they lack the empathy to understand the emotional consequences.
I'll be doing that all day now.
And anonymity on the internet gives them a false sense of invincibility, a taste of the nectar unavailable to them in the real world. I like this girl. Why doesn't she like me back? Because your self-entitlement has blinded you from understanding that it is not your place to complain about people's criteria for attraction, and that romantic reciprocity is never guaranteed. You ain't got the sauce. Accept it. As much as I love hanging out with friends, especially those I don't get to see often, VidCon and Anime Expo were very exhausting events for me. Conventions are often where I get to meet the most fans, and while I love seeing you guys in person and witnessing your genuine appreciation of my work, I get very drained doing so in great volumes. But
that's
please
what letters
don't
are for.
Mistake my lack of energy to mean I am ungrateful. Being hyper-aware of myself and my quirks, I'm actually pretty nervous when meeting a lot of fans at once due to my irrational fear that I may
love
not
this
live up to their
video!
expectations, especially if I only have a limited time to do it. My only hope is that I made a good enough impression. It's sad to say, but the majority of fans that I have met, I will probably never meet again. And if the only time we had together was a few seconds or a couple of minutes, it takes a lot of energy to ensure that their patience and excitement to see me was worthwhile for them. I may be too self-critical at times, but I feel that it's necessary so that I can grow as a person. It's easy to look at others and make judgments based on our perspectives, but rarely are people able to reflect on themselves, failing to see their own faults, and often failing to see their own beauty as well. Learn to both criticize and appreciate yourself so that you can continuously develop a better you. Thanks for watching.
I love you!
But before you guys go,
video
I
was
just want to
awesome.
share with you BetterHelp, an awesome place where you can get affordable and private online counseling anytime and anywhere you need, and in multiple languages too.
That will definitely
You'll
help
have
out with my
access to
anxiety.
licensed, trained, experienced, and accredited psychologists, marriage and family therapists, clinical social workers, and board-licensed professional counselors. Whatever life issues you're juggling with, BetterHelp is here for you. And on top of their already good pricing, they offer financial aid discounts as well.
Cool.
Head over to betterhelp.com/domics, link below, and all you gotta do is fill out a questionnaire that will help match you with a counselor, and you're good to go. Look, I get it. Some of us have too much pride to seek help because we believe we're strong enough to handle things on our own. I myself had that pride because I've always told myself that I am my own caretaker. Which is true to an extent, but we never know what random crap life will throw at us, and sometimes it may be too large to dodge or catch on our own, and BetterHelp is there to lend a hand. Seeking help doesn't make you weak. It's merely a step to becoming stronger.
Oh man, I love this video so much. I love you, Domix. Subscribing right now. I'm subscribing right now. I'm so happy that this video just randomly showed up. I legit was watching life hacks. Yeah, I was watching life hacks. And like, you might like. Okay. Cool. Alright, Domix, is that you? No. Is it? Is that him? Alright, maybe not. Alright, guys, thank you for stopping by. I told you I have ADD. You're going to learn real quick if you subscribe to this channel how ADD affects my life. Alright, but I appreciate you stopping by. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Domic's channel because I'm about to subscribe right now. Watch this. And subscribe. Bye, y'all.